In the name of Almighty Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. I bless the Lord who says in the Holy Quran, إِنَّا عَرَضْنَا الْأَمَانَةَ عَلَى السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَالْجِبَالِ فَأَبَيْنَا أَنْ يَحْمِلْنَهَا وَحَمَلَهَا الْإِنسَانُ إِنَّهُ كَانَ ظَلُومًا جَهُولًا. Allah says in the Holy Quran that He offered the trust and confidence to the heaven and the earth and the mountains, and they rejected it. They refused it and rejected it. And the mankind accepted it because he is a self-deceiver and ignorant. I testify that Allah is our Lord, our Creator, our Sustainer, and our Provider. As I testify that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his slave servant, who says in an hadith, La iman liman la amanata lah. He said there's no faith for a person that there's no trust for him, or there's no trust in him. Wala deen liman la ahd lah. And he said there's no religion for him, and there's no religion for a man that does not fulfill his promise. I testify that he is the seed of the prophethood, and that he delivered a message and striving in the cause of spreading this religion. And I'm asked allowed to bestow his abundant blessing upon him, his household, his righteous wife, the mothers of the believing people, his children, and his disciples, and all those that follow his righteous path to judgment day, including you and myself. Allahumma ameen. All my beloved brothers and sisters in Islam, I am warning you and I to be pious, meaning to be God-fearing people. As I am warning you also that let us place confidence and trust in ourselves. Let us be people with confidence and trust. Because without trust and confidence in a marriage, the marriage is bound to fall. And without trust and confidence in a partnership, the partnership is bound to collapse. And if without trust and confidence between the government and the governments, then the state is bound to perish. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran chapter 2, verse 283, فَإِنْ أَمِنَ بَعْضُكُمْ بَعْضًا فَلْيُؤَدِّي الَّذِي أُؤْتُمِنَ أَمَانَتَهُ وَلْيَتَّقِ اللَّهَ رَبَّهُ. If some of you trust or place trust in others, you should return the trust and the confidence back to the person who placed that trust and confidence in you, and you should fear Allah, your Lord. So my beloved brothers and sisters, how does this work? For instance, if you went to a family and asked them to marry or asked their daughter in marriage, and they married their daughter to you, to return that trust and confidence back to these people, because they placed their trust and confidence in you by marrying their daughter to you, you should take good care of their daughter. You should respect her. You should clothe her. You should give her a good living place. You should feed her. When she got sick, you take her to the hospital. and show a good quality and live better life with her, then you have returned the trust and the confidence of the family of that lady. And if the people in the nation place their trust and their confidence in you as a president, or as a senator, or as a representative, you need to return that trust and confidence back to the people by setting the best example for them, by making laws that will protect everyone with no exception, with equal justice, by fighting to eliminate aims in a society, by distributing the weight of the nation equally among the people, then you have returned the faith of the trust and the confidence back to the people. Then the people will praise you. They will love you as their leader. But if you do not do that, you will see the people, they are cursing you every time. And you too, as a government, you need to trust the government. Because for political reasons, you just want to hit the government and prejudice everything. No, our religion does not ask us to do that. You should say the truth whenever they do something better. Don't prejudice everything for political reasons, as some of our people would do. Say it is politics. But in religion, the religion is advising us to do the right thing. So, in this verse, that the government need to return your trust back to you, and you also need to return the trust into the government so that you can have a nation that will prosper and every one of you will live in peace and harmony. That's what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it came in the hadith narrated by Abi Hurairah. He said that one time Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was lecturing the disciples, and there came a young Arab man and just said, "Oh Prophet, when is the end time?" But the Prophet did not answer him. And some disciples fell within themselves. The Prophet did not hear him, and some other fell within themselves. No, the Prophet heard him, but he did not respond to him because the manner that he used to ask the question. But when Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace and the blessing be upon him, got through with the lecture, he asked, "Where is the man that asked for the end time?" And the young man came out, "Here I am." And the Prophet said, "Iza du'iat al-amana fantazru sa'a." He said, if the trust and confidence got missing from among you, you should be awaiting the end time. Then somebody asked, "Kayfa idha ataha ya Rasulullah?" How come the trust and the confidence would be missing from among us? And the Prophet says, again, "Iza usnad al-amr ila ghayra ahliha fantazru as-sa'a." If they place trust and confidence in people, if they give the leadership to people that do not deserve it, because leadership is trust and confidence. If they place trust and confidence in anybody that does, in people that do not deserve it, you should be awaiting the end time. And that hadith has been authenticated in Bukhari. So my beloved brothers and sisters, look at our status today. Are we living by trust and confidence? If somebody entrusts us with his property or his money, can we return it back? Now you will find in our modern dispensation that people are got something called bad debt. Somebody will take your money and give it to him, and when the money lasts or stay with him for a very long time, he will not want to return that money back. He will not want to pay that money back to the person who credited him that money. So they will call some of it bad debt. Is there anything called bad debt in Islam? There's nothing called bad debt in Islam. You must pay. In our marriages, you see today when a lot of divorce cases in our marriages nowadays, it is because the wife does not trust the husband and the husband does not trust the wife. You know why is it today that our children do not respect us? It is because we say things to our children that we will not live by it. So we betray the confidence that the children have in us. So you will see the children will disrespect us. In the West, you will see children taking their fathers and their mothers to the court. It is simply because lack of trust and confidence. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah 4 verse 58, Surah to Nisa, Allah says, or you make trust and confidence mandatory to us as Muslims, or to us as the people living on earth. And he said, Inna Allah ya'amurukum an tu'addu al-amanat ila ahliha. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is mandating you that you should return the trust to all the confidence to the people that deserve it. You make it as a mandate. When you see those gigantic businesses now today in the world, the people are not paying cash down to the company that manufacturing the goods for them. They will take it on credit basis, but they will pay it back. But if you went to somebody and take his money, you go to the bank and take money from the bank, and you don't want to pay the money back. And let me preach this lecture a little bit. I'm not talking about interest. Interest is not accepted in Islam. We're going to make a video about that. But if you went to the bank, or straight bank, you take credit from the bank, or you went to any individual, you took money from that individual to do a business, no matter how long that money takes with you, you need to pay it back to the person. That would be as returning his trust and confidence that he placed in you. So my beloved brothers and sisters, you will not have a prosperous system, advanced system, lucrative system if you don't have trust and confidence. So, my beloved brothers and sisters, let us live with trust and confidence in us so that we can please our Lord. And the trust of confidence of Allah religiously in you and I, He mandated us to perform 5 daily prayers. He mandated us to fast the Ramadan. He mandated us to give the zakat, the podium. He mandated us to perform the Hajj if we have the means. These 5 pillars of Islam to Muslims are the trust and confidence that Allah placed in you. That you need to return this trust and confidence back to Allah by performing your 5 daily prayers, by fasting the month of Ramadan, by giving your poor due if you have money, by performing the Hajj if you got the means to go and perform the Hajj. But if you didn't do it, then you didn't return the trust and the confidence of Allah back to Allah. Then you become kafir. My beloved brothers and sisters in Islam, in marriage, as we may mention, you the man, if you bring the daughter in your home, you need to respect that's your matrimonial home. You shouldn't be a wife in your home and you have 100 girlfriends outside there. That you come back home 2 o'clock in the morning. That will make the wife to lose or trust and confidence in you. And you, the wife, you don't need to bring a string man in the home of your husband every time. Those that he does not know them, you bring it in to your home every time. And you are also a man, you don't sit down in the home of your husband to protect it, then you are violating the trust and the confidence that the man places in you as a wife. So let us protect what is called the trust or the confidence. My beloved brothers and sisters in Islam. That's why Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in a hadith that was narrated by Abdullah bin Umar, may Allah bestow his blessing upon the two of them. Abdullah bin Umar said, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Arba iza kunna fik. He said there are 4 qualities, 4 attributes. If the 4 attributes are in you, then you miss nothing of good qualities in this world. You miss nothing of good qualities in this world. That you have attained all the good qualities in this world. One, what the first one of it? Hifz al-Amana. To keep the trust. 2, Sidq al-Hadith. To say true when you talk. 3, Husn al-Khaliqa. To be with good behavioral conduct. 4, Hifat Ta'ama. That is to be simple with food. Akhrajahu Ahmad brother in his book. That the hadith is authenticated. Now, Prophet saying that if you have these 4 qualities in you, then you got all the best quality in you. They become a good Muslim, a believing person. And again, when Allah mandates you to do something, if you live by it, He need to reward you. And Allah show all the reward for those that keep their trust and their confidence, that fulfill their promises. Allah saying in Surah Al-Mu'mineen, from verse 8 to verse 11, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِأَمَانَتِهِمْ وَعَهْدِهِمْ رَاعُونَ. And those for their trust and their promises, they guide, they control, they guide it. These are the people that God is talking about. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَلَى صَلَوَاتِهِمْ يُحَافِظُونَ. And those for their 5 daily prayers and other essential prayers, that they keep it, they perform their prayers all the time. أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْوَارِثُونَ. Those are the people that will be the inheritors. الَّذِينَ يَرِثُونَ الْفِرْدَوْسَ هُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ. And they are the people that will inherit the best part of the heaven, that is called Firdaus, and they will dwell in there forever and forever. You see the reward? If you trust, you're confident and protected, and do your 5 daily prayers, Allah is promising you that you will enter in His paradise, the best part of paradise. And Prophet Muhammad says in another hadith, and that hadith is quoted from Ibadat bin Samit. He says that Prophet Muhammad said, "Idmanuni sitta min anfusikum admin lakum al-jannah." He said, assure me with 16 or 6 attributes or 6 quality in you, then I will assure you the paradise. Meaning, I will assure you that you will enter the paradise. 1. What is the first one? The first one is tasaddaqu iza haddastum. You should say the truth whenever you talk. Wa'afu iza ahadtum. You should fulfill your promise whenever you promise somebody. Wa'adu iza aktamantum. You should return back the confidence if somebody replaces his confidence and trust in you. Wa'afizu furujakum. You should protect your private part, be it man or woman. Wahatu absarakum. You should cast down, or you should lower down your look. You should not look at everything. Wakafu aydiyakum. You should keep your hand, meaning don't take things that do not belong to you. Do not be a criminal, don't steal. Prophet said, if you do this 6 things, if these 6 qualities are found in you, that He will guarantee you that you will enter the paradise of Allah. May Allah give that to us. My beloved brothers and sisters, reaching this far, this is the end of this video. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad, kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala Ibrahim, wa barik ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad, kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala Ibrahim, fil alamina innaka Hamidum Majid.